Hey there, guys. It's Scorpio Chance. Yesterday, as you guys know, I didn't upload a video because I was getting my car fixed. But somebody did request me to do one on your primary stats. So that's your health, skill power, and your firearm. Your firearms, your stamina, and your electronics. And now I sound like I'm a hick from like fucking I don't know Arkansas, but whatever. So. Your firearms, your stamina, and your electronics are your primary attributes, okay? So your stamina is like how much health you have. It also affects how fast you run slightly. But it's like barely noticeable unless you're like a really under-leveled person. Like if you're in the dark zone and you got a bunch of level 30s there and then one level 20, the level 20 is going to lag behind a little bit because you can't run as fast as you guys. It also, like I said, it also affects your health. So, you know, my stamina is at 1962, and my health is at 61. Okay. Firearms, in contrast, doesn't deal with health. It deals with taking health away from other people. So, if you look at this, my firearms actually is at 1942, and it brings up my DPS quite a bit off of the standard AK, because this is the one that I have here, and I think I actually got rid of my other one, but you can see the variation between the Vector 45 ACP and the Vector 45 there. And actually that one does more damage, so you know, that's kind of nuts. Of course your attachments also play a good part in that, but in terms of actual damage per second, your firearm skill is going to modify that quite a bit. And then finally, skill power. And I kind of feel like I'm rushing through this a little bit, but skill power actually takes the longest to explain. So we're still good. We're still good. So skill power is basically how effective your skills are. And that's governed by the electronics mod. So if we look at our gear, like my rush armor right here, if you look over under the talent right there, you've got the plus 135 firearms and the plus 427 electronics. Basically, the more electronics you have is going to be the better you do things. So like if I'm in like a combat situation and I've got like the, what is it? It's the detonation thing. That thing. The fucking sticky bomb. So if I have the sticky bomb, I'm doing a lot more damage than a normal person or than like a lower level person one. Because I'm doing, what? Total damage, 103,000. Which is kind of, you know, crazy as shit. And then, like, the turret, look, it has, does a lot of damage. It does 1,000 damage. Around 1,000 per bullet, I assume. So it's kind of like a shitty pistol. And then, Seeker Mine, this does a lot, almost 15,000 damage right there. Basically, it makes your things better. So like, my defibrillator, my base health that I'm getting off of there is only 7,390, but because my skill power is so high, I'm actually getting like 20,000 extra off of that. So it's like a bonus to your powers. Same with this, not with this one so much. I mean, some things are upgraded with this, but it's actually not that much. What else? Yeah, this thing. Look, healing rate is like tripled. It basically just makes your stuff better, like so much better. Like especially mobile cover. Look at that. That's a tripled increase. That's like, I don't know, fucking 14% increase there. And then that one is a 3. That's almost a 4 times increase. Basically, skill power is important, but you don't actually have to run it like that, because like for the longest time I was running a character that was just like pure firearms, and my firearms is at like 3k, and my health was at like 1,000, and my skill power was at like 800, and I was kind of a glass cannon. You'll hear that phrase thrown about a lot in RPGs because it describes a build where you're dealing a lot of damage per second, but if you get shot, you're dead. So generally that's not what I like to do. I like to play tanks, but I just forgot and I started damn, why do I keep saying anyway, I kept going into firearms more than I was doing health, and eventually it became a problem, and then I had to switch it up, and that's why my DPS seems to be like it's lower, because at one point I did have it at like 160 with the Liberator, and that's like a shitty gun now. So it's just your class kind of changes depending on what gear you get a lot of the time, or like if you're trying to do a certain kind of farming run or something like that, things are going to change and your stats are going to change. But basically you want to find what works for you. Obviously focusing on firearms is going to make you a glass cannon. Obviously focusing on health is going to make you a tank. But if you focus on skill power, you're going to be kind of like honestly, if you're focusing on skill, you should really focus on skill power and another attribute, because then you can go into your abilities and you can refine that. Like if I was playing a tank, then I would want ballistic shield, smart cover, mobile cover, and survivor link. I'd want all that shit, but you can, I mean, you only get 2 of these, but that it doesn't matter. So like you'd take fucking smart cover and the ballistic shield, and then you could literally just tank around. But if I'm running a pure DPS glass cannon, I'm either going to want medical, which is what I have, or I'm going to want tech. And when I say tech, I mean this one and this one and this one, because you can use the turret to suppress, so you can heal a little bit. With a med pack, you can use the sticky bomb to clear out large groups of hostiles quickly, and then you can use tactical link to increase your DPS even further, and then shred apart enemy named characters. It's personally, I like to run medic, scout medic, and so I have pulse with a tactical scanner. I have defibs on here so I can heal from a distance, and then I have the recovery link, which allows me to pick up everyone, and I think it overheals. Yeah, it overheals. So you know, if we're faltering in the middle of a boss fight and it's on challenging mode, I can pop this shit out, pop in my my pulse, and then we can start laying into enemies, because most of my friends usually run tactical link, and then like one of them will have survivor link, so it works out. If you guys enjoyed the video, please rate and subscribe. I think it said in the last video I want to try to hit like 30 by the end of April, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys would help me with that. And when I say 30, I mean like 30 subs, but if you guys have ideas for things you want me to cover, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to do as best as I can. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.